Dr. Dania Bazzi is the superintendent of the West Bloomfield School District, leading the schools through this very difficult time. The crisis, of course, being alerted immediately at West Bloomfield High School. Students and staff made aware on Monday, and were then able to immediately get into those services. But across the district, there's going to be others connected to West Bloomfield High School, connected to these families that may also be affected. And of course, the staff also going to be affected by this over at West Bloomfield High School. So we bring in Dr. Dania Bazzi with us, the superintendent of West Bloomfield Schools. Dr. Bazzi, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate having you on, albeit in some very difficult circumstances within the West Bloomfield School District. One of those 3 kids that had perished in that fire and on Pembury Lane on Sunday was a West Bloomfield School District student over at West Bloomfield High School. Take us through where the school district is at right now in assisting the students, the staff, the faculty, and the West Bloomfield Schools community in the wake of this tragedy.
Obviously, I'd like to start off by saying that our hearts really are broken at this point and break for the family that we share with Farmington Public Schools as well. No doubt, difficult news for our staff and students and community to process. Obviously, we're really grateful to Chief Flynn and his team for their, heroic measures, even though the outcome was tragic. The community continues to show love and support for one another, which is really all you can ask for in a situation like this. Our staff and our students are still processing this. Our crisis teams have been deployed to support our students as needed, drop in all week. So it's not something that's, one and done. It's something that will continue to support our students and staff and community as time goes by.
And this is something that you can prepare for a little bit with some training and some information from experts. So it's really nothing that you can ever truly be prepared for. So take us through a little bit of what the district has done in the past to help particularly the staff and the faculty be prepared for a moment like this, as they're going to be on the front lines with our students, but they also need their own support and their own help through this as well. So I'd imagine it's very difficult for them.
Yeah, the planning and preparation is a lot longer than the actual response, right? Preparing for that one moment when you're deployed is a lot of time and preparation. We're very blessed within our community to have wonderful social workers, school psychologists, mental health support specialists, counselors, administrators, teachers who have all went through crisis planning training and are ready with protocols and detailed instructions, how to deploy in these particular points of situations. We also have community partners that we're engaged with who, again, are ready to help a lending hand. I can't tell you how many people reached out to us proactively in terms of how they could best support, in terms of providing services and support, not only to the family, but to the staff and students who are impacted by it. So there's a lot of training, a lot of planning that goes into a situation like this. Of course, it's one of those situations that you hope never happen, but you want to be prepared so that we're able to help our families and our students and staff get through a situation like this.
What advice do you have for parents at home that may be seeing a variety of different emotions or different reactions as students that may have known this particular student that passed away or may have been connected to others? What advice do you have for them as they help their children cope with this situation, learn from this situation, and grieve from the situation as well?
Yeah, I think the best thing is talk to our students about it at home. To talk to your child about the particular situation and what emotions they're going through. What's unique about the grieving process is that each individual grieves in a different way, and that's okay. And for us to be supportive and to really listen more than we speak. This is one of those situations where, as adults, we want to always give the right answer, but sometimes we need to listen and understand that, we have 2 ears and a mouth, one mouth for a reason, so that we listen twice as much as we speak. And so just being there as a support. also making sure, we've communicated with all families the supports that we have in place to utilize those. Of course, our staff are looking for signs and to help provide support proactively, but also to let them know it's okay to reach out to us if they're feeling a certain way and need help to process that.
And again, those services are available at West Bloomfield High School for students immediately. If they talk to a trusted adult, a teacher, someone on the staff with the faculty, certainly an administrator, they will get them in contact with that support staff that continues to be on site and will be throughout the week. Dr. Bazzi, this doesn't just hit West Bloomfield High School, where one of these students that unfortunately passed away in our community went to school, but other schools in the community as well. Are grief support services possibly available for others across the school district beyond West Bloomfield High School that may be affiliated with the student that passed away or their family, so they can also have some grief support at this time?
Yes, in each of our buildings, we have similar support staff available to staff, and those services are available to anyone who needs those. We also have an employee assistance program in place to provide that support. So yes, it's not just limited to West Bloomfield High School. There's similar positions in other, in other buildings in terms of mental health support specialists, counselors, and they are all trained and again, ready to support our staff and students in need.
Dr. Dania Bazzi is the superintendent of the West Bloomfield School District. Unfortunately, the incident that happened on Sunday evening in West Bloomfield, the fire at a home on Pembury Lane in West Bloomfield, resulted in the loss of 3 kids, one of which was a student at West Bloomfield High School. Grief support services are available both at West Bloomfield High School and, as Dr. Bazzi said, throughout the school district, per what they sent to parents on Monday, 248-865-6720. That's 248-865-6720, and more information also is available on wbsd.org from throughout the school district. Dr. Bazzi, any final thoughts or things that you'd like to say, messages to the community during this trying time?
We've had a lot of community members reach out in terms of how they can support the family. It doesn't surprise me one bit in this community. We want to respect, the family's request for privacy at this time. There's unimaginable grief that they're going through. There will be ways to support them, and we will communicate those out when the time is right.
Well, we appreciate you coming on to give us some more insight from the chief leadership at the West Bloomfield School District. Certainly, our thoughts are with you, with your staff, with Eric Pace and the staff, faculty, and of course the students at West Bloomfield High School at this time as they continue to mourn one of their own lost in the tragic home fire. Dr. Bazzi, thank you again for your time.
Thank you.